Hey everybody, Chris here. Will Altseason help propel Dogecoin to new highs? Or does Dogecoin need to do it on its own without any help from others? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out as well as when I do live streams. A lot of talk about this alt season and is it really going to happen? Bitcoin has already gone on a long extended run for a couple of years. Some say that Bitcoin has already hit its all-time high for this cycle at $109,000 and that things are going to kind of go sideways and then drop off from here. Is this bull cycle really over? Many bears are around talking about dropping, recession, what else is going on? However, Dogecoin can have its own catalyst and can propel itself to new highs. So I've got a lot of charts to show you in this video, so let's get into it. Let me show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the Dogecoin chart. This is a daily chart. Dogecoin right around 17 cents, right where we left it at the end of the live stream we had on yesterday. And we were looking at the stochastic RSI and the crossovers. When they happen, could that be a signal for swing trading? But does it also signal the way Dogecoin is going to trade as it goes forward? Again, this is the stochastic, S-T-O-C-H, stochastic RSI. We had a lot of fun looking at this in yesterday's live stream. I don't know, sometimes it looks like it really hits, but again, we'll talk about that in just a minute a little more. The other thing to note here is that Dogecoin is still in this downward channel. Bitcoin as well in its own downward channel. This is what we've been in over the past few months, and we're looking for those signs of breakouts. We are also looking at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance came back up over 62%, and right now, kind of fading back a little bit at 61.87. So that is the update on the charts as we get into a whole slew of news and charts to look at. The first, last summer, we all found Raw Paul talking about the banana zone, right? And we were going to have this huge influx of money and all the prices were going to go up, this giant bull run. Instead, if you were following all the alts, particularly the meme tokens, the banana zone is now the gains needed to overcome, to offset your losses, because many were chasing at the top and now you're in a loss. And in order to regain what you lost, you need a huge run up in your alts and your memes in order to just get back to zero. And so again, we were following this. We were talking about this on the channel for the past couple of years of where you put your resources, what you're doing. A lot of gamblers out there, but is this the new banana zone? Trying to overcome your losses? Eeks. Eeks. A lot of talk about recession. We've had recessions before, and every time someone has been saying, hey, recession is coming, recession is coming. This was back in 2023, and instead, price went up. Again, recession is coming, price went up. Recession is coming, price went up. And here we are again now. Recession is coming. Do you get the pattern? Do you get the pattern here? And this is on a Bitcoin. It just happens every single time. That's the first clue that we have. We also have tariffs. Do you remember back in Trump's first term? And all of this talk about tariffs and even on this, the S&P 500 dropped because of fear of tariffs. And then what happened? It turned around. It turned around and it went higher. And here we are. Trump tariffs 2.0. Had a big drop in the S&P 500. Is history repeating itself? Also, Ali. So Ali, after we were talking all about stochastic RSI, here's Ali, could be gearing up for a major rebound as the stock RSI nears a bullish crossover. He keeps calling it a stock RSI. This just shows you what Ali doesn't understand. It's stochastic. It's not stock. It has nothing to do with stocks. But the point is still there, right? The point is still, and he's doing it on a weekly. So he's looking at this weekly, which is a much more extended version of what I was looking at in the live stream yesterday. But the idea is still the same, just more highlighted for bigger moves on a weekly scale. There's the crossover, middle of February 2024, followed by a big run. Here's the next one, right? Except you would have bought here and you would have not sold, but that's okay. And then you would have sold up here. Unfortunately, you would have sold. Well, you might have hit near the top. But here we are ready to buy again, if that indeed is the trigger that you're looking for. On the daily chart, Trader Allen says the Dogecoin daily candle is closing. It's approaching resistance at 17.5. So we're trying to get to 17.5. If a breakout, Doge could challenge the next level at 19.6. But if it fails, Doge will return back to 14.3. So this is where we are. A decision time again in terms of Doge. Are you a bull or are you a bear? That is the decision point that we are at for Dogecoin. Alan, he follows up though with this Doge ETH chart, which I hadn't been following Doge. I've been following Bitcoin ETH, as ETH has just been bleeding out against Bitcoin. But what about ETH against Doge? Or Doge against ETH, actually. 2021, obviously, Doge outperformed ETH when ETH was outperforming Bitcoin. Doge was outperforming Bitcoin even more. As Dogecoin's price retraced in the bear market, it held very, very strong against ETH. And of course, in November, completely outperformed ETH and is up very well against ETH. So, which are you buying? Alan says, I believe Doge will outperform most alts in the coming months, including Ethereum. Meanwhile, ETH. A lot of memes about ETH, right? Apple just announced the new iPhone exclusive for ETH holders, and it's just down. And then there's this one. Here's the ETH symbol, and there's your wallet. Thanks to Charlotte for reposting these. The queen of Doge. Just look at it like ETH. ETH is not looking great. But what about Bitcoin dominance? You know, at 62%. It's just a little under right now, but Bitcoin dominance, new 4-year high as money rotates out of crypto. There is no second best. And of course, he's like a Bitcoin maxi and it's all about Bitcoin. But this is really more about ETH than anything else because ETH has continued to lag. And here's the reason. It's just like Whale Panda, this is excellent. For the last 12 years, altcoins, crap coins, whatever, have always outperformed Bitcoin by many multiples in a bull market. They also crashed way harder in bear markets. But during bull markets, going all in on alts was a no-brainer. This is why the majority on crypto Twitter is now so wrecked. Back when I started trading, we always took profits in Bitcoin. Now, vast majority of the traders go back to fiat and stables. It's a completely different dynamic. Retail got burned bad. FTX, DeFi, NFTs. That was last cycle, 2021, 2022, for which they needed to buy ETH. This is where ETH was used. ETH was used for all of this stuff last cycle. Now retail was even dumber, got wrecked on meme coins. It's weird. Needed an adjustment in mindset, but the people that have been saying Altseason for the last 2 years have no clue what's going on. Bitcoin has the TradFi institutional investors now, which brings its own problems, but at least there's some buyers left for Bitcoin. But how about alts? Well, I don't see them going into ETH. ETH is just not the thing this cycle, and we've been watching this for the past couple of years. So what's going to happen with Bitcoin dominance? If ETH isn't the one, XRP may bite into it a little bit. Again, we're looking at the top market cap coins, after Bitcoin, and if ETH doesn't do it, XRP has its own challenges. It'll have a little pump when the SEC lawsuit gets settled. And Solana has its own challenges. That leaves Cardano and Dogecoin. Dogecoin is about to flip Cardano again. So Doge could be the one that really sparks the alt season. And that's what happened in 2021. It was Dogecoin that sparked alt season. Will we see that again? Is that what we're looking for seeing again? How about the global M2 money supply? This is an overlay of what the global 2 money supply could do from here, and it could actually go up. We were waiting for this quantitative tightening, flipping over to quantitative easing. That is happening. That is the liquidity that the market needs, the crypto market particularly needs, to turn around. Meanwhile, Bitcoin, is it ready for a huge bull run? Again, we're looking at the stock RSI, right? The stock RSI about to have a huge crossover here. Is this what's coming for the next run up? Also, final surge rally. It's not too late for it to happen from this point for Bitcoin. And what does that mean as we look at the leverage charts, right? Tons of leverage just getting wiped out on all of these big drops in Bitcoin. Every once in a while, Bitcoin goes on a run and takes out some shorts. But look at all the shorts that have built up now. Huge short positions. All of the Bitcoin liquidity is stacking up on the top side. We all know what that means. For Dogecoin, through the 4-year cycles, 2017, 2021, we have not had that huge run for this cycle yet, 2025. So far on the downside, we've followed this channel up. Are we going to drop in lower and follow more of the 2020, 2021, sort of where things started on the down? Are we going to come back there and revisit that? Or is it already on this blue line and we're going to move up further? Meanwhile, Altseason. Altseason is ready to go. The total 2 is showing the same ready to go pattern for Altseason. The RSI is in the neutral zone, poised for a breakout to the overbought zone during the upcoming alt season. Are we going to have this big alt run with the RSI following, similar to 2021 and similar to 2017? It's all set up for that. But we got this ETH challenge. We may not get there. That may not happen. So all of this is kind of leading to, are we ready for a big move? And is it going to be Dogecoin? Blockchain Magazine is like, Dogecoin price journey. Will Doge break its all-time high? This is pretty interesting. How about Elon Musk? Elon's busy with the Department of Government Efficiency Doge, not Dogecoin. So if we can't rely on Elon, I mean, that's the whole 21, right? 2021 was all about Elon. How about the overall crypto market? Doge doesn't exist in a vacuum. Its price movements are heavily tied to the overall crypto market, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. When Bitcoin rallies, altcoins like Doge follow. But Dogecoin can lead the charge, again, like we saw 4 years ago. What do the charts say? Dogecoin has been trading in a consolidation phase, struggling to break past key resistance levels. And we just looked at all these other charts that are showing the possibility of a huge alt season, and Dogecoin could lead it. How about the community? One of Dogecoin's biggest strengths is its strong and passionate community. Unlike many other cryptocurrencies that are primarily driven by profits, Doge has a cult following that believes in its long-term success. That's what's kept Dogecoin relevant. The Dogecoin Foundation has been working behind the scenes to improve the coin's infrastructure. Developers working on enhancing transaction speeds, lowering fees. And how about these partnerships? How about these partnerships? Dogecoin as a currency. So what could cause Dogecoin to reach all-time highs, maybe even $1? Well, a strong Bitcoin bull run, that would help because it pulls Dogecoin and other altcoins up. Major adoption from businesses and platforms that accept Doge as payment? Absolutely. Integration with Twitter X or other social media platforms adds to the real-world use cases and adoption. And of course, increased trading volume, mainstream investor interest. That's the volume of trading that Dogecoin needs to really go on a huge run. So here we are with Dogecoin, back over 17 cents, still looking good. We're going to explore more of this in my next live stream Thursday afternoon. Come join in. Leave a comment below. What do you think? Altseason, Doge. Doge can just go on its own, right? So make sure that you're subscribed, you got your notifications on, and give the video a like as well. Let me know how you feel. We'll see you next time.